Hello everyone, this is Elisha and welcome to another gig vlog. Somewhere in the middle of October this year, I went to Kota Kinabalu, Sabah due to some official obligations. So I took the opportunity to make an Elisha Tiga Experiment show happen for the first time in Sabah. It was also a chance for me to try out Sabahan musicians and really go back to the whole idea of experimentation, specifically with people that I haven't played with before. Honestly, this show was if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it's fine kind of thing. And it was quite a busy month for me, but somehow I managed to find space in between, and it was also an opportunity for me to finally work with a local showrunner called Take One. But I don't think we'll be doing that.
Why? Why?
We'll see first.
Okay. I mean, after we work.
For this round, I managed to get the help of Raymond, Jerome, Felix, Malaysian singer-songwriter Phoebe Sen, Ilvain, and Yi Peng, who is an Erhu player who unfortunately is not in this shot, and you won't see him until the show day because he is a school teacher and all our rehearsals were in the morning, so that did not work with him. I believe the biggest challenge I faced with the rehearsals was that this was pretty much a new experience for everyone. So the first rehearsal was pretty shaky, and we kind of take it as like a litmus test to see where everybody is and what can be done with this group of people. I think I can just send me your references, then I can put it into the... So for the second rehearsal, once everybody kind of found their own sound with the repertoires, it kind of slowly started making sense and things are taking shape really well. It was very satisfying to see just the progress of the rehearsals. It was nice to see everybody just organically settle into a sound and play them the way only they could play. From an artistic standpoint, the whole process was very rewarding. And of course, it wasn't just rewarding to me, it was extremely rewarding for the other musicians as well, and I'm glad to hear that from them. Even beyond the music, there was a lot of sharing of where the music came from, and that kind of exchange is definitely what ETX is all about as well. On a lesser artistic pondering, however, this show was also a litmus test for me to do. On the topic of live shows in Kota Kinabalu, when I went on to commit to doing this show, I openly expected to be not much of a turnout for the show. And of course, you don't have to wait until closer to the end of this video. There wasn't that much of a turnout as expected. This was not my first show in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, and I am not completely foreign to the state of doing live shows in this city. As a person who has yet to establish anything in the city, being Bruneian and not really an active player in the scene, those facts were already something that went against me. And of course, with ETX, it's something that's beyond mainstream music, obviously. I would say it categorizes under something that's very artistic. And unfortunately, for something like that, it is very difficult to garner attention. Doing the show was also a chance for me to really talk with the locals, for me to get clarifications on certain myths and theories on why it is really hard to get audiences for live shows, anything artistic in Kota Kinabalu. These are all alleged and theories, but I do hear the community allegedly hearing that the target consumers are actually looking for shows and are noticing the lack of shows in the city. But my show aside, I have also allegedly heard that shows in general don't really garner that much audience besides the usual friends and families that came to support, and that really got me questioning what is actually happening. So one thing that I did not capture in this vlog, honestly it would have made very good content, but on this day something happened and I had to call up a friend to ask if I could borrow a bass for the show. Just arrived at the venue. It's almost 4 p.m. Our call time is at 4 p.m. I'm gonna start setting up and doing sound check. 2 hours for that.
Hello. I was like, this car looks familiar.
Fortunately, it is Kota Kinabalu and everything is very close to each other. So in just less than an hour, I got a bass for the show, fortunately. It was also the very first time that I met Yiping, our Erhu player, and although the situation wasn't ideal, I just can't pass up the opportunity to really sit down with him and really talk about the instrument, because initially I wanted a kulintangan player for this show, but it proved very difficult to get the right person for the job. So thinking further ahead, I wanted something that represented the very significant Chinese community in the city, and I wanted something very unique as a representation to that. So I decided on getting Erhu. It was our very first time hearing the Erhu in the ensemble, so of course there was a very small percentage of uncertainty, but the texture that came with the instrument and the way that Yipeng played it was just sound changing, to say the least. So talking about the songs for this show, I decided on a very Bornean set list. Not Brunei Borneo, not Malaysian Borneo, not Indonesian Borneo, but I tried to include songs that come from different indigenous groups that could be found in all three countries.
Elisha! Cool. Is that your sister?
I'm not supposed to be here.
I wanted this platform as a sharing platform and really tell stories through the music, even the ones that don't have lyrics in it. I wanted this performance to be a takeoff point for ETX's presence in the city and hopefully get to work with more amazing musicians coming from this place. Because even though it is very challenging to be working in the arts scene in the city, I can't really deny that the city really holds a phenomenal number of amazing artists, musicians, even artists from different mediums. This was honestly the very first show that I get to lead a group in. I've mostly been working as a side person or as a supporting element in other shows in the city. So being in this position really helped me dig deeper, talking with the right people about these questions of what do people really want in the city, with other allegations mentioning that big international acts are also resulting to giving away free tickets to fill seats. It got me learning the priorities of consumers here and what values they put as more important than others. Of course, thought-evoking art that encourages discussions is not even very close onto the top of the list, which is very unfortunate. Unfortunate that it is not that common anymore.
But if you don't know this song, you're not Sabah.
But even with the small crowd, we were lucky to have some people that came over to really learn, to really not just be entertained, but also to listen to the stories, listen to the objectives, and want their thoughts to be challenged and be provoked, to really think about the values of the places that we come from, and so much more.
Wait, who are we taking?
You.
It was fun. It was fun. We should have more banter on stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Overall, I'm just really thankful to Take One, especially Queenie. Big thanks to the musicians that helped out as well. After the whole experience, we know that this is definitely not the last one. So I will see you guys next time.